Dear lawyer, I need you to hear me and see me because what was done to me and my children was a crime. This is not just a divorce, but we need the court's protection. When I came into your office, I came here not only for myself, but for my 5 younger children. My husband already abandoned us. Even though technically we have been married for 17 years, now that I have filed for a divorce, he said that he would make my life a living hell. I'm here to tell you that he already has. My voice was silenced long before I ever came in here because of the fear of all that he put me and my children through. I'm terrified of having to possibly face him in a courtroom. I feel that I can't even begin to ask you for what I need because my needs were never respected. My body is shaking uncontrollably, and my body was never my own. Now you are asking me to get ready to fight, and you can't even begin to know. That is what I did my entire life. I need you to know that I'm asking you and the court to represent me and fight for me and my children, so that with the strength that I have left, I can give to my 5 children and myself the care that we need, because right now I can barely stand, which is what I started to do before he came back into my life. And on May 22nd, my birthday, he literally beat me back down again. All because I filed for a divorce and he lost control. I had just gotten the strength to leave him for good, even though he had left me and the children so many times already, only to find his way back again. If he wanted me for sex, coercing me with scripture because he knew I was a godly woman and I took my wedding vows seriously. And technically, I was still his wife. Or he would find a way to get in good with me, to get me to buy him something, like the truck, the $10,000 that would help him start his own business. And he would get me pregnant, only to promise me that he would be there for me, only to leave me and continue to have his little affairs, living a life as if he was a single man. I would confront him, and he would fly into a rage and treat me as if I was crazy. As you can see from the many police reports, he has a history of domestic violence, pushing and shoving me even when I was pregnant, trying to shove my boys' heads into a patio or other doors, squeezing a glass with his hand until it cut him and made him bleed in front of me and the kids, throwing a coffee table and just missing my head, and putting a knife to his own throat. Each time I called 911, they saw the kids and I alive. It's all become about him. Where is he? Despite marriage counseling with our pastor, he wouldn't change or see he had a problem. He hasn't lived under my roof for 5 years, though he still has me under power and control. He began stalking me and the children, coming in our home any hour of the day or night, climbing in windows, driving through the yard, showing up as I went to leave. He ramped up his manipulation and control, walking 17 miles to our house and said that I was his wife, it was his house, his kids, and his lawyer said that he had every right to be there anytime he wanted. He said he wasn't leaving and he would either be locked up in a mental ward or end up dead. He knew how to hold me captive without ever putting a gun to my head. As long as I've known him, he's known how to use the suicidal self-harm card. Please fight for me and my children to get the protection that we need, because we have been infected with this poison, worse than anything physical he has done. Some people ask the question, why didn't I leave him? They should ask the questions, why did he keep abusing us? And why did no one protect or help us? I need you to get familiar with our story, because what we put in those affidavits is only a small fraction of the 17 years of hell he put us through. This one court decision affects our lives for our entire lifetime. I'm asking you to be a part of stopping the cycle of abuse and changing our life story. This is way bigger than just me and my little family. This isn't just our story. This is the story of far too many families. I pray that they know that they are not alone. There is hope.